Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is JLeesCorner. Let's get to the bullcrap of it all. This is the season finale of season 5 of the Housewives of Potomac. I am so happy this whole season is over. I do not know what to do with myself. So Robin and Juan every year say they have a holiday party. Okay, if you say so. And so they want to invite everybody to this holiday party, friends and family. But of course, Monique is not invited. Fine. Okay, we see Monique, who was in therapy. Okay, this is the only time we really see Monique in the episode besides the end. And, she brings up how she, this whole fight has changed her life. So many things have been affected because of it. Again, the lawsuit, her not filming as much or whatever, just a whole disruption to her life. But you know what I'm saying? Consequences and repercussions of what happened around here. So she brings up in therapy how, most of the time she feels as if, one, I'm being alienated from the ladies. Mostly all of them have kind of written me off and it does not feel well. She brings up her whole life. She's felt like she was always being pushed to the side or just not accepted by people, and that she's always having to prove herself or defend herself to people or whatever. I've been in defense my whole life. She brings up how growing up, I went to like the white side of town and a white school where the white girls did not like me because I was black. When I then was on the black side of town and going to like a black school or whatever, the black kids did not like me because, again, they say I talked white. And so she always felt like she was just not accepted by either side based on who she was. So again, she's always felt alienated and like she was having to defend herself or prove who she was to whoever. And what I like is her therapist brought up how, you need to get to the point of letting that wall down, okay? Because if you let it down, you would no longer feel like you're having to prove or defend yourself because you're letting people into who you are. And I'm like, that's a great suggestion, Dr. Lady and whatnot. She also tells her how, I think now is a good time for you to write a letter to Candace. Just explaining to her how you feel like the both of you got to this moment and how you feel now about things, because again, how you feel y'all got here is how you felt then, but how you feel now about where y'all are can be a completely different thing that Candace may need to know. Now we do see the producers asking her in the confessional, now since seeing the footage or whatever, how do you feel, or do you feel remorseful about what happened? And Monique says, she thought for a little second. Yes, I am remorseful for my actions. Yes, absolutely. However, I am not sorry for defending myself when I thought I had to. Meaning, people who don't understand that actual fight had so many elements. I'm arguing with somebody, the person is flicking my vest as I'm flicking their hair, and then someone pushes my shoulder. I felt the need to defend myself. Leave it right there. So we then see Ashley and Michael at home sitting around chit-chatting, taking pictures of baby Dean. He's cute little baby or whatever. She's bringing up the wig shift party and how Candace was upset finding out that Monique was at the party earlier, and feeling like it was a setup. What I feel like she did not say was that she was the one giving Candace extra information to tell her, hey, Monique was here. Ashley is also a person who should be held accountable for adding bullshit to the anger or the confusion or the stupidness to how Candace feels. Because again, if Ashley did not say, y'all know Monique was there earlier, it wouldn't have been an issue. It would not have been an issue. Ashley is being messy. Ashley aggravating Ashley again because she's aggravating me that she's telling these extra things, which makes people be pissed or causes the goddamn green eye bandits, okay, and Taco Bell and goddamn aggravating ass Candace to all get riled up a little bit more. But I digress. And when she brings up how Candace was upset, Michael then said, oh, so Candace gets to be the victim another day. She loves that. There is no secret that Michael does not like Candace or Chris, mainly because of things that Candace and Chris were saying last season about Michael. Because it is what it is. I don't think it's right, but it also ain't wrong. If you said bullshit about me, I ain't gotta like you at all. Okay, I can just not deal with you. And Candace and Chris, has said things. But again, that's their prerogative. Now, Anthony then brings up how Giselle, told her that Juan is going to propose to Robin. And he like, that's not going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen at all. But he won't elaborate as to why he said that or whatnot. Ashley was on Watch What Happens last night, her and Portia. She brought up how at the reunion last year, after the reunion, the men went out hanging out and had drinks or whatever. Juan had some drinks, and Juan was saying in one way or the other something about why he would not propose or be with her. That is why Karen said to Robin, you need to be concerned about what Juan said when he's drunk, because Juan said something last year after the reunion that the husbands mentioned it to their wife, but supposedly at least Michael did not tell Ashley. But again, it's something. So again, that's what it was or whatnot. But we then see Karen. Karen is excited because she is going to be on HSN to sell her perfume fragrance, La Dame, okay? And Ray's very happy. He's a whole supportive husband. I'm gonna miss you, baby. We can FaceTime. I'm like, oh, Ray loves Karen nowadays and whatnot. Okay, now they speak about the whole wig ship party. And Karen is like, I'm upset about how they acted or whatever. It was some bullshit for them to try to make it seem as if I tried to ambush Karen. She then said, I sent them all texts proving I was not trying to have either of them there at the same time. So the two texts that we see, the one text to Monique, the other text Candace. Okay, so we see her talking and Monique talking. I understand 4:30, okay, only gives us 30 minutes, but we're good TV together, and the important thing is your support. See you soon, okay? Then we see the response. No problem. I spoke with them, and they said they will be sure to hold anyone if necessary, okay? I'm not playing around. Can't wait to see your wigs. I'll try to get there as early as possible. Will text you when I'm on my way. Karen then responds back and says, I appreciate that. Hope you can come at 4 because I have a hard stop at 5 because I will have to get changed for the event. We'll make it work. So again, Monique was coming at 4 and she'll be done by 4:30. Now we see her talking to Candace. Tell me what time you want to come again. She then says 6:30 please, okay? And then we see her what's your ETA. Boom, pow, 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 pow. No one was going to be there at the same time. Can we please leave that be for right now? Anyway, we then see Juan and Robin were in therapy. Now, at first, I gave no fucks. I was like, I don't care. They're now engaged. Why are we seeing them in a counseling session on the season finale? Why? Okay, they they talk about, when they met, how they met, back in high school or whatever, when they got married, when they had kids, blah, 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 blah. Robin brings up how Juan, will admit that he was not a very present or hands-on dad with the kids or whatever. When she says that, he kind of gets defensive and hold on now, let's not talk as if we had a whole great marriage and it was just me. Okay, he brings up how, yes, I could have been a better husband, but she could have been a better wife. Okay, we had issues already, and then we had kids, meaning before they had their children, they weren't even on steady ground. Kids don't fix shit. It makes it worse sometimes or whatever. So they ended up getting divorced. And neither of them were talking about what the issue was. Okay, but they were both aware of an issue, and I don't even think either of them is really blaming the other one. They're both been speaking from their points of perspective or whatnot. But now, over the years, okay, he know how fortunate he is to have her in his life and how he's grown so much more now, how he's a much better man, and how, he loves her and blah, 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 blah. And Robin crying, I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of you. Okay, fine, okay. And I'm like, so we then see everyone is getting ready for, Juan and Robin's holiday party. We see Giselle at home talking to her hairstylist because that's going to be her date. Jamal ain't coming, okay? Because Jamal got church in the morning. Jamal and Giselle are... like Tuesday and Thursday. They'll never be next to each other. It's like it's always Wednesday in between. Anyway, so Candace is in the car with Chris on their way to the party. She brings up how Robin asked her to sing her new song, the remix version or whatever. Fine. So Candace brings up how she did not care about Karen sending a text that shows her telling Monique that she can come at 4 and leave at 4:30, even though Karen specifically said to Monique, I need you to know that I have to be gone already, before 5 because I have to be somewhere else or whatever. She brings up what Karen may have texted the thing showing that, I was supposed to be there at 6:30, but Karen called me and asked me if I can come between 5:15 and 5:30. I'm like, but that was still 45 minutes after Monique will be leaving. And we seen her rushing Monique out the door. It's like either way, after she planned it all, you did not see Monique. It's the dumbest argument. And I'm like, girl, I just don't get it or whatever. You're upset because someone you haven't seen and you didn't see was somewhere earlier than you were. I'm like, I do not think Karen was trying to set that up. Did Karen lie and say Monique was not invited? Yes. But did Karen invite her with the intent to have them run into each other? No. The text showed that. And again, even if Karen called her and said, can you come at 5:15, she still was making Monique be gone by 4:30. When Ashley and Michael get there, they're like, oh, Juan isn't here. Not Juan. Jamal isn't here. We thought we could finally meet and see him in person. Well, no, he had church, but he wants me to move to Atlanta, whatever. And I'm like, for what, bitch? He never come to see you in Potomac. You know what I'm saying? And Michael then say, but if he wants you, shouldn't he be here? Yes, he should. But again, Michael's almost wrong. We're gonna leave that be. Now we then see the two green-eyed monsters and aggravated Ashley bringing up how Karen says she might not make it to the event because she was running late coming back from HSN. Her plane or flight got delayed or whatever. And they are saying that Karen is making up excuses because she does not want to face them about lying, about setting Candace up to run into Monique. I'm looking like she just won't come to an event and she be like, it is what it is. But she don't mind fussing with you hoes. Like, I feel like Green Eggs and Ham, that's, Robin and Giselle, they both are just dumb. And I feel like Ashley getting tied into the bullshit. I don't know for what. Like, it's just dumb. You hoes is messy. Okay, you hoes is messy. Robin brings up how, it's fine if Karen does not show up because I'm still mad that she mentioned, Juan, saying shit when he drunk. I'm looking like, do you know what Juan said? And you be mad about that? And then here come Dunkin' Donuts talking about how, Karen isn't anyone's friend with how she treated Robin and Candace. I'm like, shut up, Long John Silver. No one cares about you, okay? I really wish she'll be gone next season, but I'm afraid she'll still be back. And I'm like, but it's okay. We can keep ignoring her. So we then see aggravated Ashley talking to, Jamal Bryant's ex-wife. And telling her how, my husband said that Juan not going to propose to Robin. I'm looking like, who has these kind of conversations at the event that he is trying to surprise her and propose? Even if he doesn't, why is that any of y'all's business? I'm like, why tell Giselle what your husband said? Well, then Green Eyed Monster adds it up and go get Michael saying, so what did Juan say? He's like, well, I asked him even here tonight if this, was a special occasion, and Juan said no. Because Juan don't want anyone to know. He told Giselle not to tell anyone. She then told Ashley, who then mentioned to Michael. That is why he said, what? Don't tell anyone. So Juan wasn't lying to Michael, and Michael was saying that, Juan said it wasn't anything special because it's a fucking secret. So Juan is over there talking to whoever else, his friends and family, whatever. Here comes Giselle. So, is it happening? I have never seen so many people discuss a proposal at a secret proposal event. I have never seen it. And I'm like, Green Eggs and Ham, go sit your ass down somewhere. Go sit down. And we then see Sharice walk in. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? We don't care about her. It's the weirdest thing. that they focus on her walking in. No one cares about Sharice, as Alice calls her Sharissy. No one does. Have her go sit in the corner some goddamn where, okay? Anyway, Candace didn't come in because she's supposed to sing her little song or whatnot. Clearly, she missed sound check, okay? Just sound check miss all around, okay? So, I feel, because it was just weird or whatever. Now, they tried to play the backing track, okay? But it was real low. It was just like, it was lower than their credit score. And I feel like, you didn't come prepared with your own music, Candace. No. Now she missed sound check and she cannot sing without the music. And I'm not saying that she was like off key. I mean, she wasn't on key. But at the end of the day, the music is louder and you can hear more of the backing track than Candace. I feel like anyone who cannot sing their song a cappella or with the music in the background a little bit low, then you can't sing. And she can sing, but she can't sing. Not this song or whatever. Anyway, the beat of the song is amazing. The produced version of the song is amazing. Her live performance, not so much, at all. Not at the all. I don't like her. But the song is catchy. Just don't sing a laugh ever again, okay? Or practice, because practice makes perfect. Anyway, we then see Robin, like, okay, everyone drink, because it was a very awkward, bad, weird performance. For the most part, it was embarrassing, if you ask me. And so she wants people to, laughing on up and keep enjoying the moment. But Juan then said, hold on, let me talk a little bit. Anyway, Juan, comes up and brings up how great Robin is, how great she has been to him, how much he cares for her, how great of a mom she is, and how she is his rock. She is the wind beneath his wings. Look at the condom on his penis. All that he wants and more, okay? He then gets down on one knee and he proposes. Now, I don't know why Arby's was so happy. I'm looking like Taco Bell. You don't even know them. You was not with Juan or Robin when they were going through their ups and downs or shooting in the gym. Why are you hopping around? Taco Bell, sit down somewhere. The fact that Giselle had to get up and kind of move Arby's and Candace out the way, because they were up there as if they were her best friend. I'm looking like, sit down, moccasins or whatnot. So, they because she give him room to finish, professing his love to her. Because they were up, it was just too fast and whatnot. But he says some more little things and whatnot. And I'm going to say this. This whole moment was ruined because the proposal was leaked online when it happened. So my thing is, even if we know that someone is engaged, you still want to be able to see the moment for the first time. We had already seen it. So for me, I'm looking like, okay, I already knew it was going to happen. The moment would have been better for us as viewers if the footage had not leaked, months and months and months ago. But I feel like for Robin, at least she had her full moment, okay? So at first, Michael said, I'm not doing no drinking or whatever. I'm going to have a beer and that's it. But once he seen Juan propose to Robin, he want to have some shots. Now he's drinking. He's sad. His love is getting engaged and getting married or whatever. So the men are doing shots or whatever, congratulating Juan. And Michael is drunk. Okay? He's drunk. I'm going to leave it at that right now. So we then see Karen is walking in as Giselle, and Sharissa, what's her name? Was Sharissa? That lady is talking shit about her. I'm like, no one cares about Sharice. Like, why? Girl, I don't leave that beat, but I do feel like Giselle is a hypocrite ass, jealous ass, broke ass, relationship-less ass person. I think she's jealous of a lot of things, including Juan and Robin getting engaged or whatever. So let's try to bring some drama to their events. Anyway, Karen comes in to find out that he proposed. Oh my God. So she goes over and says congrats to Robin. Robin hugs her back and all that. I'm like, oh, but Robin had all that shit they have so much shit to say behind her back. But Karen walks in and no one shuns her. It's like, oh, hey, Karen. Hey, girl. Yeah. Oh, yes. Amazing. Anyway, Karen then say, that's good for Robin. Robin doesn't have any moments. So, let this be her moment. I'm like, And the whole time, Sharissa, whatever girl name is, and Giselle is still talking shit about Karen. I'm like, girl. Anyway, Karen then sits down. They all sit down now. Okay. Now at first, Sharice was sitting down, and then she excused herself because why? She is not a cast member, and there's no need for you to be where sitting with the cast. Go over there to the extra table. So, Karen explained, her flight being delayed or whatnot because the plane was being fixed with issues or whatever. Robin then said, we all felt like you were lying and you just did not want to be here because of the thing that we know that you were trying to, ambush Candace or whatever. And Giselle brings up how they all connected the dots that, you invited both Candace and Monique to the event or whatever, and that's why you left your event because you were busted or whatever. Candace then brings up how you even called me and asked me to come early. And I'm like, I'm just over it. You know what I'm saying? They sit there and they're all kind of backing Candace up or whatever. I'm like, but what does it matter when we all know she still had them come 45 minutes apart? Even if she asked Candace to come at 5:15, she told Monique that she would have to be gone by 4:30, okay? And as they sit there and say blah, 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 what if Candace came early? Candace is always late. Karen, like, look, bottom line, y'all did not meet at my event, so what's the issue, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you told me that you was coming early again, I would have moved things around or whatever, so it would not have been no issue, but you know what I'm saying? I don't care. We do all need to come together because Monique can still say what she's done since the fight. The weirdest shit I think about this whole issue is none of them want Monique to take accountability for it. They every time anyone say a positive thing that Monique has done, they all get, what does it matter? It doesn't matter. It's always an excuse as to whatever. If she says sorry, it's like, what do y'all want? Robert and Giselle first said, well, we don't want her to go to jail. Okay, cool. So what's the issue? And I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And it's very fucking frustrating to not get what their point is. Besides, she should be put off the show and we should all hate her. And the fact that Karen don't hate her, and even Ashley don't, even though she's fucking messy, it's beyond me as to why green eggs and ham, Taco Bell, you know what I'm saying, is acting dumb. I just could not. It's just stupid. Candace is now upset because, Karen feels as if Monique deserves to say how she's improved herself since the fight that happened a month or two ago or whatnot. Now Candace is yelling, you should not be listening to Monique. No one should be drinking her Kool-Aid. I'm saying, you saw a bitch with no self-control attack me. At this point, Candace has been a ghetto-ass hood rat, as she like to call the people or whatever. So Michael is watching from across the room. He sees the fuss and the arguing. He's clearly drunk too. He then walks away. He goes up to Chris. Chris's back is to Michael. He then leans into Chris. Hey man, your girl. You know what I'm saying? You need to control your wife. You need to go get her. And she's out of control. Is no good for her. Chris says back, you need to get the fuck out of my face. Okay, and from there goes. You know what I'm saying? With no man, shut the fuck up and listen to what I'm saying. And at this point in time, both Chris is pissed, Michael is drunk, and then, Chris then pushes Michael back. Now, this is my thing. Is Chris physically assaulting Michael? No. Is Chris putting his hands on Michael? Yes. Is Michael going to take advantage of this? Yes. This is my thing. If I don't like you, and you put your hands on me, and your wife has been complaining about someone putting their hands on her, you should not touch me. And even though Michael was dead ass wrong for going up to Chris and saying anything about you and him do not get along. Okay, so you should not have went up to him and said anything. Period. You could have went to Juan and said, Juan, maybe go tell Chris to go get his wife. But again, Michael's drunk. He's drunk and he don't like Chris. I'm leave that be. At this point in time, you're touching me. You're going down, you idiot. So now Michael has been a clear white man. Okay? I'm going to sue you. You're done. You're going down. And now it's a whole little melee or whatever. You have people stepping in to separate them or whatever. We then see the wives going to their husbands or whatever. So I feel like the two black women who goes their two white husbands. And I'm like, look at them. This has been an embarrassment to the white race. There was two men out here fighting and fussing. Just an embarrassment, okay? Because when black women do it, oh my God, they're embarrassing her. Candace, if you feel like how Monique acted was embarrassing, your husband was too, okay? And Athy, your husband's a drunk. Give him some help. Anyway, at this point in time, Chris tells Candace that it was Michael, whatever, with the bullshit or whatever, which makes her say, "Oh, he don't matter, fuck him." You then have Michael telling Athy that, you know what I'm saying, Chris was pushing me, he put his hands on me, which pisses her off. Oh, you walk around talking about Monique not having self-control, but what about you? Look at you. You want to cry when your wife gets hands put on her, act like a fool. I'm looking like, oh, Athy went full on. That's my husband. I'm going to defend him. And I'm looking like, oh my God, just stop it. It's not right now. It's a whole yelling match back and forth. You now have Michael screaming, "I'll file suit against you," I'm saying, for touching me. I'm calling my lawyer. You're going to jail. I'm looking like, oh my God. It was a mess. A whole drunken mess. From the beginning to the end or whatever. Candace is then yelling, okay, from across the room, "I dare you. I fucking dare you, Michael, to put your hands on me." I'm like, see, again, Candace getting involved in shit and making it possibly be a fight. There was no reason for the "I dare you to put your hands on me," because the last time you did that, you got dragged for it, you was upset and filed suit. So Candace, sit down somewhere and shut up. I feel like the wives should not have even gotten involved in this match. But I'm going to leave that be too. Now, Michael is drunk, acting a fool. We got Athy and Juan trying to calm him down and whatnot. I'm looking like he's a fucking idiot. He is a fucking idiot. But again, he don't like Chris. He don't like Candace. So he's like, I'm going to go to the fullest extent of my asshole entitlement as a white man as I can. But I feel like two bald white men fussing, I gives no fucks about that or whatnot. Okay, so at this point in time, Ken like, "Ray, get your coat, let's leave. Because I ain't got time for the bullshit or whatever." Candace is then asking Chris, what the fuck happened? Chris say, "I didn't do anything. I mean, technically, you did push him first, even though he had no right to be near you." But again, it's the same thing of what happened with Candace and Monique. Someone did something simple, the other one then flipped out, and then someone touched somebody else. Okay, boom, pow, pow. And even though Chris said, I don't care how much Michael disrespects his wife, he would not disrespect mine. I'm like, okay, I get you, bro. I get it. Ken and Ray leaving or whatever, and she say to Candace and Chris, how it's crazy that we cannot get together and without it being some kind of an issue or whatever. Which makes Candace say, well, not us. I'm like, no, y'all are involved in this. Y'all are involved again. Because of Candace's mouth. I'm going to leave that be. In the car, you hear Chris saying to Candace how, someone needs to put their hands on him and I'll do it. Oh, so you threaten violence. It's the same. They're complaining about shit, but they're doing it. Girl. We then see back in the club, everybody having a good time or whatever. But you see Michael and Athy being unmiked or whatever. Michael then goes to the control room where the producers are just, doing whatever. And, why would you guys have them ordering their low life trash or whatever? Who does that kind of stuff or whatnot? And they're like, you can't be back here. But he's drunk and dumb, which makes Ashley go say, "What are you doing? They're doing their job. Stop it. Cut it out." But he's being, more belligerent, more dumb, and she's pissed or whatever. "I cannot believe you are embarrassing me. What? Stop it!" And I'm like, okay. And she was getting, I said what I said and whatnot. So we had that whole thing, and then they leave or whatever. And again, Michael is clearly drunk. He's upset because his boyfriend is getting married or whatever. You then hear McDonald's bring up him saying, "Well, it's kind of crazy." I'm like, go sit down somewhere at McDonald's. We then see so that all is done. So the end of it is Monique and Candace giving their perspective over the court case. And they ask her, what is going on with your case? And Monique says, well, we're at the point now where we're both able to get footage of what happened. When she filed the case or the charges or whatever, the judge and the attorneys could not see the footage of that night. So now they've seen it all or whatever. And she brings up how the judge saw it all and said that it was not an attack or an assault. It was a mutually consented to fight. So both cases were thrown out. Boom, pow, pow. And she then says, you're not going to send me to jail just because you were embarrassed that you got dragged when you were asked. No, when you asked to get dragged. And then she laughed. Girl. Candace is upset. I can't, Monique's side was lying, okay? Her lawyers were trash, and the court was turned off by her trash ass lawyers or whatever, and they looked at this as a reality TV stunt and did not want to pursue the case because it looked like bullshit or whatever. And I'm angry that I was portrayed by someone I trusted. I'm looking like, how was her lawyers trash for doing their job? Your lawyer was trash. Your lawyer could not prove that you were assaulted, so you have a trash ass lawyer. And then it went off. Girl, I am so happy this is over. I'm done. Peace.